All right, so today we're gonna dive into something that could maybe help you add a little something extra to your income.
Yeah,
We're talking freelancing,
that's right.
specifically what Amberscript.com has to offer.
Mhm.
They've got this whole system built around transcription and captioning
Yeah.
and translation, and we've got a whole bunch of information here for you.
I think it's really interesting. It's like
Uh-huh.
they're riding the wave of this huge shift
Yeah.
toward digital content,
Right.
videos and podcasts and webinars and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff needs to be accessible, in different ways for
Exactly.
different audiences. And
Yeah, and Amberscript is kind of like the connector,
yeah,
between the people who need those services
yeah.
and the freelancers who could do it.
Right, so imagine this.
Yeah.
You working from some beach in Bali or,
Right.
a cafe in Paris,
Yeah.
setting your own hours,
Yeah.
getting paid monthly.
That's the dream, right?
That's the kind of lifestyle that Amberscript is in. Yeah.
Is dangling out there.
Mm-hmm.
But we should break it down a little bit.
Yeah.
What do they actually do?
Right, so essentially,
Yeah.
they're facilitating this process of turning audio and video content into text,
Okay.
adding captions, translating it into a bunch of different languages.
Yeah.
It's all about accessibility,
Yeah.
no matter language barriers or even hearing impairments.
And I was looking at a bunch of these articles, and it seems like this
Yeah.
is not some, niche thing anymore.
Yeah, it's exploding.
This demand is exploding, right?
Yeah, think about it, like accurate transcriptions for
Yeah.
search engine optimization,
The SEO. Yeah.
making content easier to find,
Right.
and captions
Yeah.
for accessibility, but also just to grab people's attention.
Yeah, like scrolling through their feeds.
You know when you watch those videos with the sound off?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Right.
Okay, so there's definitely a market.
Big time.
But what makes Amberscript's approach,
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
besides the work from anywhere?
Eh.
Well, they seem to really emphasize flexibility
Okay.
and control for the freelancer.
Okay.
You choose the services you want to offer.
Yeah.
You set your own schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and they handle all the client interactions
Okay.
and the payments.
Oh, wow.
It's all done monthly via PayPal or bank transfer.
So you're not chasing down invoices or
Right.
dealing with difficult clients?
Exactly. They're like the middleman.
Amberscript's like the
Yeah.
intermediary there.
Yeah, they streamline the whole process.
Okay.
But before you can start making money, on a beach somewhere,
Yeah.
there is a little bit of a vetting process.
Oh, but there's a test.
Yeah,
I bet you got to take a test.
you got it.
Yeah, to make sure you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quality.
Quality, yeah.
First, you choose your area, right?
Yeah.
A transcription, captioning, translation.
Uh,
And then you take an online test.
okay.
It's like an onboarding test to assess your skills,
Yeah.
especially your fluency in English.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Or whichever language.
Yeah, you
That have a bunch of typos in
yeah,
the captions.
That would defeat the whole purpose.
Exactly.
So once you ace that test.
Yeah, then you're officially in the Amberscript pool
Okay.
of freelancers just waiting for the perfect gig to pop up.
All right, so let's break down what those gigs actually entail.
Okay.
So let's start with transcriber.
All right.
Okay, so picture this.
Yeah.
You headphones on,
Yeah.
laser focus,
Yep.
fingers flying across the keyboard.
Yeah.
You're basically transforming spoken word into perfectly written text.
There's a little bit more to it than that, though.
Okay.
It's more nuanced.
Okay.
Amberscript uses AI to generate initial drafts.
Oh, so it's like AI
Yeah.
and then human.
Yeah. The transcriber refines that draft,
Okay.
ensures the accuracy,
Yeah.
clarity, and proper formatting.
Okay.
Plus, they have to identify the different
Yeah.
speakers
Oh, right.
and add timestamps.
Okay. Yeah, for easy navigation.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's like a collaboration
It is.
between the human and the machine.
Yeah, with the human being the final quality control.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the pay for this?
Yeah. So based on our research,
Yeah.
transcribers are making between 45 cents and €1.20 per audio or video minute.
Okay, that might not sound like a lot.
Yeah, but remember,
You're setting your own hours.
Exactly.
And you're working from
anywhere you want.
wherever you want, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not,
You're not marketing your services
right, you're not spending time.
or managing client relationships.
Yeah, that's time you could
Yeah.
be
Making money.
making money, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have the captioner.
Right?
So this is all about adding subtitles to videos,
Yeah.
making them accessible to people who maybe can't hear the audio.
It's more than accessibility, though.
Okay.
Good captions just enhance the viewing experience in general.
Yeah.
allowing viewers to follow along even if they're in a noisy environment.
Yeah. Right. Or if they just don't want to have the sound on.
Or they don't want to have the sound on.
Yeah.
So the captioner's job is to create those subtitles.
Okay.
And sync them up precisely with the audio.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're readable and that they're following formatting guidelines.
So it sounds like you need a good eye for detail.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of an artistic touch.
You can say that.
Yeah, make sure those captions aren't distracting from the visuals.
Right.
So what about the pay for this role?
Yeah, so captioning rates generally fall between 90 cents and €1.90 per audio or video minute.
Okay, so a little bit more than the transcription.
Yeah, it reflects that added complexity of
Yeah.
syncing that text with the video.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and finally, let's talk about translation.
Okay.
I imagine this takes a whole other level of skill.
Oh, yeah.
Not just language, but understanding those cultural nuances.
Absolutely. It's not about word-for-word translation.
Right.
A good translator really needs to capture the meaning and the tone of the original content, adapt it to the language and the culture that they're translating it into.
Right.
At Amberscript, translators are mostly revising machine-translated captions.
So they're refining it?
Yeah.
Like they're cleaning it up?
Yeah, ensuring the accuracy and natural flow and cultural appropriateness.
So using your expertise to make sure that it really resonates with that target audience.
Exactly.
Okay, so what kind of pay can these translators expect?
All right, so translation commands the highest rates on the platform. It ranges from €3.50 to €6 per audio or video minute.
Wow, that's significantly higher.
Yeah, it really reflects those specialized skills and that expertise that's involved.
For sure.
Yeah.
So if you're fluent in multiple languages, translation could be a pretty lucrative option.
Yeah.
But before we go too far, I think it's worth mentioning that Amberscript offers even more opportunities than these 3 core roles.
That's right. They also have roles for audio description and dubbing, script writing, as well as voiceover work.
So there's a whole spectrum
There is.
of options within this platform.
A whole spectrum from entry-level transcription to these really specialized, high-paying roles.
So there's something for everyone.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
And what's really interesting is, based on the information we have, Amberscript seems to be attracting a certain type of freelancer.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. What kind of person?
Yeah, so someone who's detail-oriented, has a strong command of language, and is comfortable working independently.
Okay.
They need to be self-motivated and able to manage their own time effectively.
Right, because you're your own boss.
But there's also an element of collaboration.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Especially when you're working with that AI-generated content.
Yeah.
And receiving feedback from clients through the platform.
So it's a blend of independent work and teamwork.
Yeah, which probably appeals to a certain personality type.
Right. Yeah, so now the big question.
Yeah.
Why choose Amberscript?
Right.
Over all the other freelance platforms?
Of all the options out there.
What makes them stand out?
That's a great question. And it's tough to say because the information that we have doesn't explicitly state like competitive advantages.
Okay.
But we can maybe infer a few things.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, first, their application process is multi-step. It includes that onboarding test, which suggests a strong emphasis on quality control.
They want to make sure.
They want to make sure it's good.
Yeah.
They also mentioned having a supportive community.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
For freelancers, which could be a big draw.
Yeah, I think so.
For those who value connection and collaboration.
Yeah, because freelancing can be lonely sometimes.
It can be.
You know, so having that built-in community could be a huge benefit.
I think so.
And the fact that they handle all the client interactions and all the payments.
That's huge.
That's a big plus for a lot of freelancers who'd rather just focus on the work.
Absolutely. And the flexibility that they offer in terms of scheduling and workload is a major selling point.
For sure. For sure.
It lets freelancers create a work-life balance that really suits their needs.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about what Amberscript does, the different roles they offer, how the platform works. We even touched on what might make them stand out.
We did.
But before we move on, I think it's important to explore some potential downsides, too.
Of course.
Because no platform is perfect.
You're right. Every rose has its thorns.
Exactly. So we're going to dive into those in the next part of our deep dive.
Sounds good.
We'll explore those pros and cons of working with platforms like Amberscript. In more detail, we'll look at some alternative options for freelancers who are interested in this type of work. So stay tuned for that.
All right.
All right. So we kind of painted this pretty rosy picture of working with Amberscript.
We did.
Flexibility, global income potential, supportive community. But let's get real for a second. What are the downsides?
Right.
Because every rose has its thorns, right?
That's a smart approach.
Yeah.
It's always good to look at both sides before you make any decisions.
Exactly.
One thing that often comes up with these platforms is the pay rate.
Okay.
So while Amberscript's rates are competitive, within the industry, they might not be as high as what you could get working directly with clients.
Yeah, so you're trading a little bit of that potential earning power for the convenience and the structure that the platform provides.
Exactly.
But even with those rates, let's talk about the benefits. Because it's not all about the money, right?
Absolutely not for a lot of freelancers.
Especially those just starting out.
Yeah.
The biggest advantage of a platform like Amberscript is the portfolio building.
Right. You need to get those.
You need to get those samples.
Yeah.
It's so hard to land clients without experience.
Yeah.
So these platforms really help you gain that experience,
Right.
showcase your skills,
Yeah.
and get that track record that you can then use.
Right. Build up your resume a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Build your credibility.
I'm seeing a lot of parallels here.
Yeah.
The gig economy. Platforms like Uber and DoorDash, where you can start earning without a ton of upfront investment.
It's a similar model.
Yeah.
But with this added benefit of building a skill set.
That's in demand.
Yeah, that's in high demand that you can apply across industries.
Right.
And, while the rates might not be as high as landing a direct client, you're also not spending time marketing and doing client acquisition.
Right.
Sending invoice. Yeah. Amberscript handles all of that.
Exactly.
So that's a big time saver.
Huge.
Especially for someone who's just starting out.
Yeah.
Who maybe doesn't have those systems in place for running a freelance business.
And it really removes a lot of the stress and uncertainty of finding those clients.
Right. So it's a trade-off.
It is.
You're sacrificing a little potential earning power up front.
Yeah.
But you're gaining access to a steady stream of work, a built-in support system, the opportunity to build that portfolio without the hustle of finding clients.
Exactly. And don't forget the flexibility.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to set your own hours, work from anywhere. Huge draw for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we touched on the potential downsides of the lower pay, maybe a bit less autonomy.
Right.
But are there any other drawbacks?
Yeah. Well, one thing to keep in mind is the volume of work can really fluctuate.
Right. It's not consistent.
It's not consistent.
Yeah.
Depending on the demand for certain language pairs or services.
Yeah.
So you might find yourself with not enough work to keep you busy.
Especially when you're starting out.
Yeah.
So it's not this guaranteed income stream.
Right.
You might need to diversify your skills.
You might.
Or be open to working on a variety of projects.
Yeah, to keep those earnings consistent.
Right. And even though the platform provides a level of structure and support, it can also feel a little limiting for some freelancers.
Right. Some people want more autonomy.
Yeah.
And control over their projects.
They want to be their own boss.
Yeah, they want to feel like they're working within someone else's framework.
Yeah, like a cog in the machine.
Right, exactly.
Versus like
an independent entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a deal breaker for some.
And it's important to remember, like any platform,
Amberscript is taking a cut of your earnings.
Those platform fees or commissions.
That's how they make their money.
Yeah. And that's going to reduce your overall earnings compared to working directly with clients.
For sure.
So weigh the pros and cons. Yeah. See if Amberscript aligns with your personal goals.
Exactly.
And your work style.
Yep.
Okay, so let's say someone's listening to this. And they're like intrigued by this whole idea of freelance transcription, captioning translation, but maybe not Amberscript specifically.
Right.
What are some other options?
Oh, yeah. There are tons.
Yeah, there are other platforms.
The freelance marketplace is booming.
Okay.
There are so many platforms catering to all sorts of skills and interests.
Okay.
One popular one is rev.com.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them.
They offer a similar range of services to Amberscript.
Okay.
With a focus on transcription captioning and foreign subtitles.
Okay.
They have a great reputation for quality and offer really competitive rates.
So how's their platform different from Amberscript?
So Rev operates on like a more open marketplace model.
Okay.
So that means you can choose from like a wider variety of jobs.
Okay.
But you're also competing with a larger pool of freelancers.
So more choice, but more competition.
Exactly.
Okay, it's like shopping at a boutique.
Yeah.
Versus a department store.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some other ones?
Another one worth checking out is Scraby.
Okay.
They specialize in high-quality transcription.
Okay.
And they have this tiered system.
Okay.
So you can progress through these levels as your skills and accuracy improve.
Oh, that's cool. Like leveling up.
Exactly.
In a video game.
Yeah. Nice. And if you're specifically into translation, there are platforms like translated.com and proz.com that connect translators with clients all over the world.
Oh, wow.
And these platforms often specialize in specific industries or types of translations.
So you can really niche down.
You can really niche down.
Yeah, and find those.
Find those ideal clients.
Yeah, so there's a platform for every
pretty much
niche and specialization.
It seems like it.
In this field.
Yeah, you just got to do your research.
Yeah.
Find the best fit for you, for your skills.
Your language pair.
Your language pairs.
Yeah, and even beyond specific platforms.
Yeah.
Are there other avenues for freelancers?
Totally.
In this.
Building your direct client base is always an option.
Okay.
Obviously, it involves more, networking, marketing your services, managing those client relationships.
Right.
But it also gives you a lot more control over your projects and your rates.
Right. So again, it's a trade-off between the ease and structure of the platform versus, the potential for higher earnings and autonomy.
And for those who are interested in more specialized areas, like audio description or dubbing, you can connect with like production studios and post-production houses. Accessibility organizations.
Right.
These industries are always looking for talented freelancers to help them create accessible and engaging content.
So it's about finding your niche and targeting your efforts.
Exactly.
Whether it's a specific language pair, a certain type of content, or even like
a specialized industry.
It's a specialized industry, right?
Find your niche, stand out from the crowd. Attract those ideal clients.
And networking is so important.
Oh, huge.
Right.
Don't underestimate that.
Building those relationships.
Building relationships.
In the industry, attending conferences, joining online communities, reaching out to potential clients.
All of that's so valuable.
So valuable. Yeah, put yourself out there. Make those connections, build that trust.
Exactly.
And it's easier than ever these days.
Yeah.
With so much happening online.
Especially online.
To connect with people in your field from all over the world.
From anywhere.
Okay, so we've explored a lot of different options.
A lot of options.
In this part of our deep dive,
we have
the pros and cons of working on platforms like Amberscript, some alternative platforms, and even the possibility of building a direct client base.
Yeah.
But before we go to our final segment, I think it's important to acknowledge that this freelance world...
It can be challenging.
Can be tough.
It can.
It's not all beaches and cafes.
No, it's not all sunshine and roses.
Right.
It takes a certain type of person...
To thrive.
To thrive in this environment.
Right.
It takes self-motivation.
Yeah.
Resilience. Adaptability.
Yeah.
To succeed as a freelancer.
Right.
Because you are running your own business.
You are your own boss.
You are responsible for everything.
Yeah.
Finding clients, managing your finances, staying on top of deadlines.
Right.
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not. It can be rewarding.
It can be so rewarding.
Yeah.
If you have the right mindset and the right approach.
So as we head into the final part of our deep dive, think about what we've discussed so far and consider what resonates with you.
Right. What are your skills and passions?
Yeah.
What kind of work-life balance are you after?
Yeah.
And what steps can you take to explore this world?
Of freelance transcription.
Of freelance work.
Yeah. These are the questions we'll be addressing in our final segment.
That's right.
So stick around.
We'll see you there.
All right. So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
The ins and outs of Amberscript.
Yeah.
The freelance landscape in general.
Yeah.
The potential ups and downs.
Right.
But now I want to bring it back to you, the listener.
Yeah.
What's clicking for you? Where do you see yourself in all of this?
Right. That's the big question, isn't it? It's one thing to understand, how platforms work and what the different roles are.
Right.
But it's another thing to actually connect those possibilities to your own unique skills and aspirations.
Exactly. So let's ditch the hypotheticals.
Okay.
And get personal. What are you good at?
Yeah.
What kind of tasks make you just lose track of time?
Right.
Because, let's be honest, no amount of work from anywhere, allure, can make up for a job that just sucks the life out of you.
That you hate.
Right.
Passion is a huge factor here.
Yeah.
If you love languages, if you're fascinated by the way words work, if you get a thrill from making content accessible to a wider audience, this kind of work could be incredibly fulfilling.
I bet.
And that passion is what's going to fuel you through those inevitable challenges.
Yeah, you're going to run into challenges.
Oh, for sure.
It's freelancing.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Okay, so passion is the fuel.
Yeah.
But what about the vehicle?
Okay.
What kind of work style are you going for? Are you trying to hustle for a full-time freelance income, or is this more of a side hustle?
Right. Are you supplementing your current gig?
Yeah.
That's a key question to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Freelancing offers a ton of flexibility.
Yeah.
But it demands, self-discipline and time management.
You're your own boss.
You're your own boss.
Yeah.
Which means you're in charge of setting your own boundaries, meeting those deadlines, and, riding the waves of those feast or famine cycles.
It's a different mindset.
It is.
For sure.
9 to 5.
But the potential rewards
are
huge.
Huge.
Both in terms of income and lifestyle.
Yeah. Freedom.
Yeah. So how do you even start to figure out if this is right for you?
What are the first steps?
Yeah. What are some actionable steps?
Well, first, research.
Okay.
Research is your friend.
Yeah.
We've mentioned a few names. Amberscript, RevScribe.
Yeah.
Translated Pro-Z.
Yeah.
But those are just a few.
Yeah, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's exactly. Dive into those platforms, read the reviews, compare the rates, see what really resonates with you, and, don't limit yourself to platforms.
Oh, right.
Explore those niche freelance websites.
Yeah.
Industry forums, LinkedIn groups.
Oh, yeah.
For translators, transcribers, and captioners.
It's like dating almost.
It is kind of like dating.
You got to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Try a few things. See what sparks your interest.
Right. And just like dating.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Oh, yeah.
Reach out to people who are already doing what you want to do, whether it's through online communities or direct messages.
Yeah, slide into those DMs.
People are often surprisingly willing to share their experiences and advice.
Yeah, it's true.
Mentorship, even informal mentorship, can be so valuable.
Yeah, especially in a field like this, where it can feel really isolating sometimes.
Exactly.
And speaking of skill building, what are some resources you'd recommend?
Oh, there are so many great online courses now.
Yeah.
Coursera, Udemy, Skillshare, all those.
Yeah.
Look for courses that focus on those skills that you want to build.
Right.
Transcription techniques, captioning software, translation best practices, and remember, language proficiency is key.
It is.
So if you're targeting a specific language pair, make sure that your skills are sharp.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate, just practice.
Practice, 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 right?
Yeah, find free audio and video content.
Yeah.
Transcribe it, create captions, translate it.
Yeah.
The more you practice, the more confident you'll become.
So it's a combo of formal learning and real-world practice.
Exactly.
But beyond those technical skills,
what
about mindset?
Right. What are the mindset shifts? Well, I think resilience is huge.
Yeah.
Freelancing is a roller coaster.
It is.
With those highs and lows.
The feast and the famine.
Exactly. You'll face rejection, competition, difficult clients.
Yeah.
It's about bouncing back from those setbacks, refining your skills, and never stop marketing yourself.
That never stop marketing yourself part is huge.
It is.
You got to be your own biggest advocate.
Absolutely.
Constantly networking, updating your profiles, showcasing your work.
Yeah, it's ongoing.
Yeah, but that's what sets those successful freelancers apart.
I think so.
And don't forget community.
Oh, yeah.
Freelancing can be isolating.
It can.
So surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah.
Join online forums, attend industry events. Even connect with other freelancers in your area.
Right.
Just for coffee or co-working.
Community is the antidote to that isolation.
To working from home in your PJs all day.
Exactly. And let's be real.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need someone to celebrate those wins with.
Yeah. Or to vent to.
Or to vent to.
When things are rough.
Exactly.
So we're wrapping up this deep dive, and we want to leave you with a sense of possibility.
Yes. This world of freelance transcription, captioning, and translation is huge.
It is.
It's full of opportunities.
Yeah.
The key is to take action.
Exactly. Research those platforms.
Yes.
Hone those skills.
Build your network.
Build that network.
And put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there.
It might feel daunting at first.
Yeah.
But each step you take, you're getting closer.
Yeah.
To creating a work life that really aligns with your passions and your lifestyle.
So what are you waiting for?
Dive in.
Dive in.